And let me tell you, that EV revolution is happening with or without us. It's definitely happening around the world. The question is, will it be led by, I don't know, China, or will it be led by the United States? That's why we have to make these investments.
U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg has made it clear that he believes the future of cars is electric. But the U.S. spun its wheels on EVs for years. Not his fault, of course. But now it's on him and his boss, the president, to figure out how to catch up. So I called him up, and I put this to him first. Lots of countries are lapping the U.S. on EV adoption. 80% of new cars sold in Norway are EVs. Germany and France, also beating us. China, well, you heard about all that. So I asked Secretary Buttigieg this question. Does this feel a little bit embarrassing?
Well, we certainly want to be in the lead on anything we do as a country, and EV adoption shouldn't be an exception. On the other hand, it's been extraordinary to see the pace of EV adoption in the U.S. I believe the share of EV sales has tripled in a short amount of time. We're, of course, taking a different approach than Norway. We're certainly taking a different approach than China, and I think that's a good thing. But we're working hard to make sure that we have not just the incentive and the affordability that's going to be needed for more and more Americans to choose to go electric, but also the infrastructure behind it. And that's been our focus. There's no question in my mind that the automotive sector as a whole around the world and in the U.S. is going electric. The question is how to make sure that it happens at the pace that it needs to happen. And that won't take place unless we support it in the right way, which is why we've had such a focus in terms of our policies and in terms of our funding as an administration to make that a reality.
Buttigieg acknowledges, though, that the U.S. is behind.
Well, I think every country has a somewhat different approach, but it's really revealing to see that there's also a sense of urgency here, not just in terms of doing the right thing for the environment, but also as a matter of economic security. I think we should be under no illusion, for example, about why China has been moving so quickly and aggressively into the EV space. They want to capture the EV market. They want to be a step ahead. In some ways, they've gained an advantage by sprinting into it. But I believe at the end of the day, America is poised to win that competition.
Can you tell me what makes you think we are poised to win this race?
Well, first of all, this is the country that delivered the automotive revolution in the first place. Now, that's no guarantee of future success, but it means that we have something in our bones and maybe more relevantly in terms of our skills when it comes to the workforce and the business community that can really drive this, whether we're talking about the automotive sector in general or whether we're talking about players like Tesla, most importantly, Tesla in terms of the early stages of making EVs mainstream and demonstrating that EVs did not necessarily involve a trade-off with performance, but could actually be some of the best performing cars on the road.